You're sending a connection request to a prospect on LinkedIn. Should you include a personalized message or not? We'll tell you what the data says and what I feel based on that one. Check it out. Hey, everyone. Welcome to another great episode of the Sales Evangelist Podcast. I'm your host, Donald C. Kelly, the Sales Evangelist. And I'm so excited for another great episode. I'm so excited to be here with you today. On this episode, we're going to be talking about LinkedIn connection request and the messages. I want to give a big shout out to those who are listening for the first time. Please go ahead and connect with me on LinkedIn or send me subscribe here to our podcast. I'd greatly appreciate that. And we would love to connect with you and keep sharing with you new episodes and new information that you can utilize to help you improve your sales game. I want to give a big shout out to the folks over at Snavio. This is it's a sales enablement platform, and they have been able to crunch data. They have something they call the state of cold outreach. And this is not only including email, but also LinkedIn messages. And their solution allows you to do that. You can find more information about them in the show notes. But I want to give you a quick synopsis. You're reaching out to a prospect, this person that you are trying to get connected with on LinkedIn. You built a LinkedIn Sales Navigator list. You're doing outreach to those people. Should you have a personalized connection request to those prospects or not? Now, there are two camps. Camp says don't put any messages, just send a connection request, and a camp that says you should. So Snavio, one of the things that they did was pull the data from a lot of the outreach campaigns that they're seeing on the platform that go through the platform. This is their finding from analyzing 44 million cold emails and 865,000 LinkedIn invites. So the clear trends that they found when it comes to LinkedIn is that the camp LinkedIn invites work better without a note. And it was 29% acceptance versus 26% acceptance. So 29.9%, so pretty much 30% acceptance versus 26% acceptance. So there's a 3% deviation there from it. So you're 3%, you're more likely to get your connection request accepted by 3% more if you do not include a message with it. And I could see some benefits to that. My camp that I camp out in, I'm a believer in the personalized message, and I'll tell you why. And I'll tie back to this, the reason why I think this is, and just listen here. I think we're doing splitting here right now, tomatoes to tomatoes. You got 26, almost 27%, 30%. Let's say it's a 3% decrease. Like, really, what's 3%? Maybe one more person accepting your connection request when you are sending out your campaign. So is that a big whoop? Probably. Maybe for you, maybe not. But I think there's something that we're not quite clear on, and I'm going to explain that here in a second. So I feel you follow what the platform's doing. And again, I did this in a YouTube video, and I got somebody wanted me to clarify because they didn't quite thought I was trying to. I said it and didn't quite get it, and it sounded like it was misleading. LinkedIn now, when it comes to sending a personalized connection request, if you're on the free plan, you are unable to send a personalized connection request after, I think, like 5 of them for the month. So they're monetizing. So you're monetizing personalized connection requests. If the platform owner is monetizing connection requests, it goes to show that there is a benefit of doing connection requests. I mean, LinkedIn is all about making the money, and Microsoft, I should say, from it. So they're looking for ways to monetize. So if their data must be showing them that people like personalized connection requests over generic ones. Now, the Snavio, one of the things they discovered is that it's less decision-making why people are accepting the connection request when there isn't a note attached, because they're probably thinking it's not a bait and switch. If somebody's sending a message that they're probably trying to wind up to get you to then afterwards to send a message to you and say, hey, let's book an appointment, or they're going to start sending a bunch of messages back and forth to you right afterwards on their automated tool or whatever. But they feel, and I see it, that it's less thinking on my part. If I see some person and I make a decision based on a profile picture, they look cool, they don't look like a spammer, and yes, they're in sales, I'll accept that. So there's a less decision making. That's one of the main reasons why. On the other hand, Again, if LinkedIn is charging for personalized connection requests, there must be a reason why that's the case. And I feel when you look at the 26 versus the 27, the 26% is probably something dumb like, hey, I saw that we have mutual connection. I want to add you to my network. I feel you're going to probably get less connection requests based on that. Or the ones where they actually pitch in the connection request. And there's different people who have views on that where they're like, they're going to pitch. They know you're going to pitch them anyways, so just get it out the way and get the people. Well, I'm trying to keep a network. I'm not trying to just like get a whole bunch of people that's going to be annoyed by me. I want people to actually engage with me, because our philosophy with our LinkedIn prospecting course, it's connect, share, connect, and engage. Or connect, share, and engage. Connect with your ideal customers, share relevant content, and engage. You got to get engagement. When you do this over time, it builds up your network, and it builds the opportunity for you to do the ask right now with those prospects. So what should you do in your personalized connection request is the better message. What I recommend that you do is look for people that you can engage with from the top. Now, this is not going to be a straight automation thing. And what I mean by that is if you just go and build a list in Navigator and then you just start pitching to all of those people a connection request, that personalized message is not personalized. You're just personalizing at scale, which again is probably some merge tags that you're doing. What I recommend is I heard this, I told you this on a couple of episodes, so you've probably heard this already. But I recommend you build that list in Navigator. Say it's 40, 50 companies or individuals that you're going after. When you build that list of people, less is more. You want people, I like to look for people who are engaging on the platform. So if they've done a post in the past 90 days, I can use that in my personalized message. And even a one step before you even send the connection request. What we do is we look for those people that are posting on a platform. And I like people who are new to their role. If I'm going to be pushing for reaching out to sales leaders, they tend to be the ones more willing to invest in stuff. Or for Blue Mango, our production company, those people are ones that are new marketing leaders, or ones that are open to trying new things. So here's what I would do with those. Here's what I do. I find the post that they posted in the past 30 days, and Navigator give you this stuff. Then I engage on that post. So if it's a post about a job, I comment and I tell them, hey, I'm dropping a note here just so I can get it to my network. Thanks for posting, or whatever. Or if it's a post, it's a thoughtful post that they did, I do a thoughtful comment on that post. What I find is that when I get that engagement started with that particular person, my connection requests are way more likely to get accepted. Those people start to engage with me. The whole goal on the platform is to engage and get conversation. So if I can get engagement by engaging on their post and start conversation in the DMs, half the battle is already won. My email now complements that when I send that personalized email, or if the dialogue leads to it inside of LinkedIn, I can talk to them about eventually my solution, but it's not going to be the first message that I send. I feel I don't think that was in the research. I honestly feel if that was in the research, if the type of invitations that we're seeing were more after an engagement, you're higher chance of seeing a success from that. And that's just a plain simple part of this whole equation, is the fact that you're getting engagement from your prospect. Now, if I do get a bunch of people that accept my connection request just because I send it, and I try to start engagement, you can do that and get the conversation going and so forth. But you're probably just going to put them in a sequence and send stuff to them already. And if that's your avenue, then by all means. My process, the one that we teach, tends to be a little bit slower. But what we find is that you get a much higher return from those people that you send the connection requests to. It's just simple. But overall, that's a simple strategy that I would recommend that you do. First off, if you're just going to send a connection request and just not looking for, huge engagement, then by all means, you have 3% more up on the person that sends the message. But if you're looking for engagement, do what I share with you. Get the engagement with the prospect, start the conversation, and that eventually starts better conversation. Your connection requests are more likely to get accepted that way. And you have opportunity to really build value with a potential customer rather than just somebody that you're spamming on the platform. But I would love to get your feedback. You drop a comment down below. Or do you feel that I'm wrong? Are you in the camp no no connection request message, or are you in the camp for connection request message? Would love to hear what that is. If you want to get more details and learn about our LinkedIn program as well, you can find more information by going to the salesevangelist.com/LinkedIn. Again, the salesevangelist.com/LinkedIn is our LinkedIn prospecting course. And our premise and our promise is that you will get 3 appointments per week on LinkedIn if you use what we tell you. Straight up, it's truth. Listen, I want you to thrive. I want you to succeed. I want you to raise your level of thinking. But most importantly, I want you to go out and do big things. See you in the next one.